Let's talk about taxes. Not the most exciting topic, but stick with me. Think of taxes as a subscription fee for living in a country. You get roads, schools, hospitals, police, and firefighters. Taxes are the money we all chip in to pay for these things, our membership fee for Club Civilization. This idea isn't new. Ancient civilizations collected taxes to fund armies and build infrastructure. When money disappears from your paycheck, it's not vanishing. It's funding bridges, teachers, and public services. The system is managed by government agencies like the IRS, whose job is to collect taxes and enforce the rules. Fair share is a tricky concept. Like splitting a pizza, everyone has a different idea of what's fair. The IRS tries to make sure everyone gets a slice, but some slices are bigger than others. Taxes are our shared contribution to society, turning individuals into a functioning community. They pay for things we all use but couldn't afford alone. Imagine buying a highway by yourself. It's the ultimate group project, with the final product being a country that works. Clean water, safe streets, and schools for our kids, that's the goal. Taxes are simple in theory, but incredibly complicated in practice. They're the price of not having to build your own roads or hire your own security. Every time you see public services in action, remember, that's your tax dollars at work. Taxes are the glue that holds society together. Without them, the things we take for granted would disappear. So, while taxes may seem dull, they're the foundation of everything we rely on. That's the complicated beauty of taxes. Taxes are the fuel that powers our society. Every time you drive on a road, see a fire truck, or send your kids to public school, that's taxes in action. Taxes fund the invisible infrastructure that keeps daily life running smoothly. They pay the salaries of teachers, police officers, and public workers, people who keep the country running. It's an investment in our future, building a safer, smarter society. Taxes also fund safety nets like unemployment benefits, Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid. These programs are a national insurance policy, there if you need them. Taxes say, "We've got your back," when times get tough. They also fund big-picture projects, scientific research, national parks, libraries, and even space exploration. Your tax dollars might be helping a robot drive on Mars right now. Paying taxes isn't just about fixing potholes, it's about investing in our communities and our imagination. Taxes make possible the things we can't do alone. They're the reason we have public goods and services. Without taxes, there's no shared progress. They're the foundation of a functioning, forward-moving country. Every dollar you pay is a building block for society. Taxes are how we build a country, $1 at a time. That's the real value of taxes. Now let's ride the elevator to the top, where the CEOs and the ultra-wealthy live. These are the people in the penthouse offices making decisions that move billions. On paper, they pay the highest tax rates because they earn the most. But their income isn't just a paycheck, it's stocks, investments, and business profits. The tax code has special rules for these types of income. The wealthy hire top accountants and lawyers to find every deduction, loophole, and credit. Their superpower? Making big tax bills much smaller. So, while their official tax rate is high, the actual percentage they pay can be much lower. Deductions for business expenses, investment losses, and charitable donations shrink their taxable income. They structure companies to minimize taxes, all within the law. It's a complex game, and they have the best players. From the top, the tax system looks like a puzzle to solve for maximum advantage. Their contributions can fund entire schools or roads, but the reality is more complicated. The wealthiest often pay less, percentage-wise, than you'd expect. The tax code is a maze, and they know every shortcut. That's how the view from the penthouse is very different from the street below. The system is built for those who know how to play it. Now let's talk about the corporations behind those skyscrapers. Big companies are supposed to pay taxes on their profits, corporate tax. This money funds the same public services we all use. In theory, more profit means more tax paid, but it's not that simple. Multinational corporations have entire departments dedicated to tax strategy. They move money around the globe using tax havens and legal loopholes to shrink their bills. Sometimes massive companies pay little or no federal income tax. They exploit credits, deductions, and international laws to minimize what they owe. Their global reach makes it hard for any one government to collect. So, while their buildings dominate the skyline, their tax contributions can be surprisingly small. Now let's head down to the old city streets, where most people live and work. Here, taxes are simple and direct. Most people earn wages and taxes are taken out before they see their paycheck. No accountants, no loopholes, just payroll tax, deducted automatically. But that's not all. Every purchase comes with sales tax, and every tank of gas includes a gas tax. Even renters pay property tax indirectly through their rent. These are regressive taxes. They take a bigger bite out of a poor person's income than a rich person's. For someone on a tight budget, a few dollars in sales tax can mean the difference between groceries and going without. The total tax paid may be less in dollars, but the impact is much greater. For the working class, taxes are a constant visible drain. There's no puzzle to solve, just a heavy weight to carry. The system feels straightforward, but the burden is real. Every cent counts when you're living paycheck to paycheck. Taxes shape daily life in ways the wealthy rarely notice. From the ground floor, taxes aren't a game, they're survival. For those living in poverty, taxes can feel like an uphill battle. Every dollar matters, and small taxes add up fast. Sales taxes hit the poor hardest, since they spend nearly all their income on essentials. A billionaire might spend 1% of their income on taxable goods. A poor person might spend 90%. Then there are fines and fees, parking tickets, late bills, court costs, that can spiral into disaster. For the poor, a $100 fine can mean eviction or worse. These penalties create cycles of debt that are hard to escape. There are programs like the Earned Income Tax Credit to help, but they're complicated and hard to access. Many who qualify don't get the help they need. Even the safety nets have holes. The tax system is supposed to be progressive, but for the poor, it often feels like the opposite. Poverty turns every tax into a bigger obstacle. Let's compare the CEO in the skyscraper to the cashier in the old city. The CEO earns millions from investments, taxed at lower rates than wages. With expert help, their real tax rate drops even further. The cashier earns wages, taxed at the full rate with few deductions. Add in sales, gas, and payroll taxes and the burden grows. The result? The wealthy often pay a smaller percentage of their wealth than the working poor. It's like carrying buckets, one with holes, one without. The system claims to be fair, but in practice it's often the opposite. The divide is built into the code. This tax divide isn't just numbers, it shapes our world. When the wealthy and big corporations pay less, there's less money for public services. This tax gap is hundreds of billions lost each year. That money could rebuild schools, fix roads, or lower taxes for working families. Instead, the wealthy buy private solutions: schools, security, healthcare, while public services decline. The gap widens, making it harder for people to climb the economic ladder. Underfunded schools, crumbling infrastructure, and weak safety nets hurt everyone. Inequality grows, trust in government erodes, and society becomes less stable. Even the rich are affected by a society divided by unfairness. A strong country needs everyone to contribute their fair share. When the system is out of balance, the whole structure wobbles. The tax gap isn't just about money, it's about opportunity and fairness. Our foundation is built on shared contributions. If we let it crack, everyone pays the price. So, what have we learned? Taxes are the price of civilization, the membership fee for a functioning society. But the system is full of loopholes and inequalities. The wealthy navigate a complex code to lower their burden. The poor pay directly and feel it most. This divide shapes our lives, our communities, and our future. The debate over taxes is really about our values. What kind of society do we want? We're all in this together, one big, complicated, tax-funded family. Making the system fairer is a challenge we all share, because a country divided by wealth and opportunity is a country at risk. Bridging that divide is up to all of us.